Now that we've talked about some of the basics of fractions, let's do an introduction to radicals. So a radical is just a fancy word for fractions. The only difference is now we have variables. So things like x over 5 or 12 over x minus 4. I could have a variable in the numerator or in the denominator or both, like x plus 3 over x minus 6. And all of our operations are going to work exactly the same as before. They just get a little bit more complicated since we've introduced this variable. So let's practice with some. X over 8 times x over 4. If I start easy with the numbers, I can see they both have a 4 in common. So I can cancel the 4 to a 1 and the 8 to a 2. As far as the x's, since they're both the same, they're just going to cancel down to 1s. So on the top I have a 1, the bottom, 2 times 1 is 2, so 1/2. Another example with a little more variables in it, x plus 7 over x minus 3 times x minus 3 over x minus 2. And the important thing here with cancellation is to realize that you cannot cancel over addition and subtraction. You can only cancel over multiplication and division. So whenever I cancel something, I have to cancel this whole thing of x minus 3. Then on the top I'm left with the x plus 7 and the bottom the x minus 2. And I can't cancel the x's or anymore because I would need to cancel the entire numerator with the entire denominator, which we just can't do. Now let's do a division. So division's going to work the same way as before as well. We're going to take the second fraction and just flip it over. And then we can just multiply the way we were before. We can see that the x's will cancel. I'm left with a 3 on the top and a 4 on the bottom. So my final answer is just 3/4. Now let's do a slightly bigger one. So while this is bigger, it is going to work the exact same way. The first fraction is just going to stay the same. And then the second fraction will flip over. And then we multiply. So we can still cancel the same as before. We once again see this x plus 7 on the top and the bottom, and we have to cancel the entire thing. And we can also see that they both have an x minus 3, so we can cancel the x minus 3 as well. That leaves us with an x plus 2 on the top and an x minus 1 on the denominator. For addition, we're going to start with something with the same denominator. So since we know they have in common, all we have to do is add the top. 3 plus 12 is 15 over x minus 4. For this one, once again we add the tops, and we can go ahead and add like terms when we do this. We have 2 x's, and then we have a 2 plus a 3, which would be a 5. And then the bottom is x minus 5. And so there's our answer. We can't simplify the 5's even though they're the same on the top and the bottom because we would need to cancel the entire thing. For this one, x minus 8 over x plus 1 minus x minus 4 over x plus 1, it's important to realize that whenever we do subtraction, we do have to put the top into parentheses. So we do actually need to distribute the negative sign. This is actually going to be x minus 8 minus x plus 4 over x minus 1. Now on the top, I have an x minus x, which is 0. I also have an negative 8 plus 4, which is negative 4 over x plus 1.